In my patent practice, most of my clients have products or inventions that they're trying to sell or license. And why not? Nobody should get a patent without having a business reason for doing so. But when licensing your invention, there are 7 really dumb mistakes that come up over and over again. And these are rookie mistakes, and I want to share these 7 with you on this video so that no one ever accuses you of being a rookie inventor. Hi, my name is Carr Ferrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent attorney. Welcome back to my channel. Now, this first mistake comes up so often and it's so inexcusable. Inventor goes to buyer and says, hey, I've got this great invention. I'd like to sell it to you, license it to you for distribution. And the manufacturer or distributor says, I love that invention. I'd really like to add this to my line. How much do you want to license it for? And then there's absolute silence because the inventor has no idea how much he wants to charge for the invention. If you don't know how much you're going to charge for the invention, you're not ready to talk yet to distributors or manufacturers. I have a video on how to price your invention, but it's so important to go in with an idea of what you want to charge for your product. One of the most important things in negotiation is always to keep in mind that if you don't go into the negotiation with an agenda, you're going to be part of someone else's. You've got to know your price before sitting down and talking with a distributor or manufacturer. Now, a second rookie mistake is, and I think you'll only make this mistake once, is that the manufacturer or distributor talks you into assigning your intellectual property rights to them permanently. That is, they want you to assign your patents over to them. And it may be patents and copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets, but they want a permanent transfer of the rights from you to them. This is a big mistake because if something happens, if your distributor, if your manufacturer goes bankrupt, that manufacturer owns your rights and you'll have great difficulty in getting those back. So you never want to permanently transfer your patent rights, your copyrights, trademark rights to the manufacturer distributor. You license those rights, you can exclusively license those rights, but do not permanently transfer them as part of the license agreement. A third big mistake in licensing your inventions or your technology to a distributor or manufacturer is failing to set up minimums. And if you're being paid a royalty on a per unit basis, 5 cents for each widget that gets sold by the distributor or manufacturer, you want to make sure that there's certain minimums that they have to meet each year. If they don't meet a certain minimum requirement, then the contract ends and all rights in the distribution and sale come back to you. So you want to make sure that there's minimum sales, minimum purchase requirements on the part of the distributor or the manufacturer. Now, a fourth area of negotiation that can be really contentious but is so important is the area of indemnification. That is, who pays if there's a screw up? And this indemnification covers things like products liability, manufacturing mistakes, failure to deliver on time, advertising fraud. All of the things that can go wrong in the manufacturing and distribution of your product. If you're going to have a manufacturer build the product for you and sell it, you do not want to indemnify them. That is, cover any mistakes, pay for any mistakes that they make in the manufacturing and distribution of that product. The fifth area that can cause a lot of negotiation stress, but can be a huge mistake if you ignore it, is that area of improvement. Who gets to keep the improvements that are made to your invention under your license agreement? Now, it's important to keep in mind that you are the inventor. It's your product. You've done the research and development. It's the manufacturer's job, it's the distributor's job to build the product, to sell the product, and to distribute the product. You are the inventor. Any improvements that get made to your product, independent of who makes them, if the manufacturer says, oh, it'd be great if you do this, or some customer suggests, oh, it'd be fantastic if you could do this, those improvements go to improve your product, and you should keep the rights to any improvements in your invention. A sixth big mistake that so often happens between inventors and manufacturers, or inventors and distributors in license agreements, is the failure to have the agreement reviewed by a lawyer prior to executing the agreement. So often inventors will pull agreements off the internet hoping to save some money, and these agreements have nothing to do with the type of arrangement that's being contemplated between the inventor and the manufacturer, the inventor and the distributor. It's so important to have a lawyer in your state review the license agreement and make sure that your rights as an inventor are protected. And finally, a seventh big screw up that inventors often make when licensing their technology is doing business with someone that's not trustworthy. You get this intuition when you're dealing, when you're negotiating. Wow, I really don't trust this person. I'm not believing what this person is saying. Well, in this case, you need to trust your gut. Perception is reality. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. You should back away. This is probably not someone you want to be doing business with. Okay, this is all the dumb mistakes I have for today. If you have any other dumb mistakes you'd like to talk about or suggestions for some other videos, put them in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching my video and staying to the end. See you next time.